My sister set down her wine glass and smiled. So you're still doing the Etsy thing? The whole table looked at me. My brother laughed. It's cute. Like a hobby. My dad nodded. Real businesses don't sell on Etsy, sweetheart. I didn't say anything. I just kept eating. 2 weeks later, my phone exploded. A celebrity with 12 million followers had tagged my shop in her post. She was wearing my earrings, the ones my family called arts and crafts. Orders flooded in. $47,000 in 1 week. Guess who came knocking then? Guess who suddenly wanted to help? And guess who had 3 years of screenshots? Every single one. Ever had someone doubt you, then want in when you win? Drop your time zone below and hit that like button. You're going to want to hear how I handled this. But let me take you back to where this really started. 3 years ago, I got laid off from my corporate job. Marketing coordinator. Decent salary. Gone in one Zoom call. I had severance for 3 months and a decision to make. I'd always loved making things. Jewelry, small leather goods. Nothing fancy. So I taught myself metalwork on YouTube. I learned product photography from a free course. I spent nights at my kitchen table with a soldering iron and a dream that felt too small to say out loud. I saved every single expense in a spreadsheet. I backed everything up to the cloud. My old mentor used to say, if it's not documented, it didn't happen. I took that seriously. When I had 5 designs I was proud of, I opened an Etsy shop. My family's reaction? That's cute. Maybe get a real job first. You know nobody actually makes money on Etsy, right? I asked my parents for a small loan. $2,000. Just to buy better tools and materials. My dad sent me an email. I still have it. We can't enable a hobby. Get serious or get a job. They had capital for my brother's 3rd failed startup. But my shop? Too risky. So I worked nights. I reinvested every dollar. I answered every customer message within an hour. I got my first 5-star review and cried. 600 sales later, I had a 4.9-star rating and a small, loyal customer base. I didn't know it then, but that paper trail would save me. The celebrity post changed everything overnight. My inbox crashed. I had to upgrade my Etsy plan. I ran out of inventory in 4 days. That's when my sister called. Oh my God, I saw the post. Congratulations. She paused. Listen, you're going to need help. I have marketing experience. We should partner up. Partner? Yeah, I could be like your CMO. We'd split it. 50-50, obviously. I told her I'd think about it. 2 days later, my parents invited me to Sunday dinner. They didn't waste time. We've been talking, my mom said. This is getting too big for you to handle alone. My dad leaned forward. We think you should form a family LLC. We'd all be owners. You'd keep creative control. Mostly. Mostly? Well, we'd vote on major decisions. It's for your protection. Then my brother texted me that night. Congrats, sis! This is huge. Let me help with the back end. I only need 20% and access to the business account. I'll handle all the boring finance stuff. 3 offers. 3 different angles. All phrased as help. All with strings. I read those messages and felt my stomach drop. I replied to all of them the same way. Let me think about it. I didn't need to think. I needed to prepare. I declined all 3 offers. Politely, firmly. I appreciate it, but I've got it handled. That's when my sister went nuclear. She posted in our town's Facebook group. 1,500 members, mutual friends, neighbors, customers. Her post said she had co-founded my shop, that we'd built it together, that I was now cutting her out after all her hard work. The comments piled up. Wow, that's really unfair. I didn't know there were 2 of you. Do the right thing. Then the email started. A customer wrote, I saw some controversy online. Are you the real owner? I want to make sure this is legit before I order. Another said, I don't support drama. Canceling my order. My parents called. They weren't sympathetic. You're embarrassing us. Just let us help and this all goes away. I sat at my desk with 200 orders to fulfill and a reputation cracking in real time. For the first time, I felt it. Doubt. Maybe I couldn't handle it alone. Maybe I was in over my head. Maybe they were right. Then I opened my laptop. I went to my records folder. I clicked through the subfolders. And I remembered. I had everything. I didn't argue with my sister. I didn't write a long post. I just attached a PDF. It was my business registration. A sole proprietor LLC filed 34 months ago. One name on it. Mine. One social security number. Mine. I posted it as a reply to her Facebook claim. No caption, just the document. Then I pulled my bank statements. $8,200 in seed capital. Every dollar came from my personal savings account. Transfers dated and logged. No family deposits. No loans. Nothing. I uploaded a second image. My Etsy shop creation date. The original product photos with metadata intact. Timestamps on every file. All solo work. All my equipment. All my designs. I didn't gloat. I didn't call her a liar. I just let the documents speak. The Facebook post went quiet. People stopped commenting. A few friends messaged me privately. I had no idea. I'm sorry. One wrote, "You didn't deserve that." I felt a small moment of relief. But my sister didn't. She didn't apologize. She didn't take the post down. She doubled down. And that's when things got worse. A week later, a friend sent me a link. Is this your sister? It was another Etsy shop. Brand new, same niche, same aesthetic, same exact product photos. She had downloaded my images and re-uploaded them to her own store. She'd copied my product names, my descriptions, my pricing. It was my shop, with her name on it. I reported it to Etsy, but these things take time. Meanwhile, my parents ramped up the pressure. Sunday dinner became an ambush. After everything we taught you about loyalty. Family takes care of family. You're being selfish. My brother wasn't quiet either. He told our extended family I was hiding money, that I'd become greedy. A local blog picked up the Family Feud angle. They reached out for comment. I ignored them, but I couldn't ignore the next email. It came from the celebrities management team. Hi, we love the collaboration, but we've seen some concerns online about ownership and business practices. We need to make sure this partnership reflects our brand values. Can you clarify the situation by end of week? 72 hours. That was my deadline. If I lost the celebrity endorsement, I lost the momentum. I lost credibility. I lost everything I'd built. I stared at that email for a long time. Then I opened my records folder again. And I got to work. I built what I now call the kill folder. First, I pulled the family group chat. I scrolled back 2 years. There it was. My sister. Lol, nobody's buying homemade jewelry in 2021. My brother. No one buys that crap. My mom. Maybe focus on getting a real job. All time-stamped. All in writing. I took screenshots of every message. Next, I found the emails where I'd asked for a loan. My dad's reply. We can't enable a hobby. Get serious or get a job. Date visible. Subject line clear. Then I pulled my copyright registrations. I'd filed them 8 months ago for my original designs. All in my name, all solo. Finally, I ran a metadata check on the photos my sister had stolen. The EXEF data was still intact. Camera model. Date taken. GPS coordinates, my kitchen. She'd stolen my files. And the proof was embedded in every pixel. I compiled everything into a single folder. I labeled it clearly. I saved it 3 places. And then I took a breath. I finally understood exactly who I was dealing with. I knew why they were doing this. And I knew exactly what to do next. I didn't understand the desperation until my cousin texted me. You didn't hear this from me. But you should know. Your sister's business folded. She's in deep. I asked what she meant. Credit card debt. Like $31,000. She's been applying for loans. Getting denied. That explained the urgency. I did some digging. I checked my brother's LinkedIn. His job title had quietly disappeared 2 months ago. I asked around. Turns out he'd been let go. Compliance violation. He needed income fast. Then I ran a public record search. It's legal. It's free. My parents' names appeared on 2 co-signed loan documents. both in default. Total owed, more than $50,000. Suddenly, it all made sense. My sister wasn't trying to help me. She was trying to save herself. My brother wasn't offering financial management. He was looking for a paycheck. My parents weren't concerned about my success. They were worried about their retirement. The shop's sudden revenue looked like a lifeboat. And they were all drowning. It wasn't personal. It was survival. I sat with that for about 5 minutes. I felt sorry for them. I really did. But it didn't change what I had to do. I got to work. I scheduled a consultation with an intellectual property attorney. I brought my entire records folder, printed and organized. She looked through it for maybe 10 minutes. Then she looked up and smiled. "You have everything you need. Let's move." First, we filed a DMCA takedown notice with Etsy for my sister's shop. Photo theft, copyright infringement. Etsy's policy is clear. 48 hours to respond or the shop gets pulled. Second, we drafted a cease and desist letter. 3 copies, 1 for my sister, 1 for my brother, 1 for my parents. The message was simple. Stop using my business name. Stop making false claims of ownership. Stop now. Third, I filed a trademark application for my brand name. I locked it down. Fourth, I wrote a public statement. Calm, factual, professional. I attached only the documents that mattered. LLC filing, copyright certificates, bank records with personal details redacted. No emotion, no attacks, just proof. I prepared it for the celebrities team and for the local blog. Then I blocked my family on every business channel. Email, phone, social media. I didn't tell them what was coming. I didn't warn them. I didn't negotiate. I just let the documents arrive. No yelling, no drama. Just receipts. 36 hours later, my sister's copycat shop vanished from Etsy. She called me, screaming, "You can't do this to me. I'll sue you." My attorney replied on my behalf. She sent the evidence packet. The call ended. My parents demanded a family meeting. I agreed, but I set the terms. Public place. My attorney on standby by phone. And I was recording. It's legal in our state. I brought a manila folder. We sat down. My dad started talking first. "This has gone too far. We're family. We can work this out." I opened the folder. I laid the documents on the table. 1 by 1. LLC filing. Sole proprietor. My name only. Bank statements. $8,200 in seed capital. No family money. Not $1. The loan rejection emails. Both parents. Both saying no. The group chat screenshots. Nobody buys that crap. The copyright certificates. My designs. My name. The metadata report. My sister's shop photos, stolen from my files. Proof in the EXIF data. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just read the cease and desist letter out loud. Then I said one thing. I built this alone. You mocked me. You said no when I needed help. You're not entitled to it now that it's successful. Silence. My mom looked away. My dad didn't argue. My sister stared at the table. I stood up. I took my folder, I left. That same day, I sent my public statement to the celebrities management team. I'm grateful for the support. For the record, I'm the sole owner and founder. Documentation available upon request. They replied in 2 hours. Thank you for the clarity. We're excited to keep working together. The local blog updated their story. New evidence shows shop owners' claims verified. Family members' assertions unsupported. Public sentiment flipped. The meeting ended in silence. The blog post ended the rumors. And the shop kept growing. My sister's copycat shop never came back. She didn't apologize. But she stopped posting about me. My parents sent an email 3 weeks later. It was short. We may have misunderstood the situation. That was it. No sorry. No accountability. My brother went completely silent. I didn't gloat. I didn't send a victory text. I just kept working. I went no contact for 6 months. Then I agreed to low contact on my terms. Holidays only, supervised, no business talk, ever. They didn't like it. But they accepted it. Because the alternative was nothing. The shop kept growing. I hired a part-time assistant to help with fulfillment. I brought on a small shipping partner. I filed 2 more trademark applications for new design lines. The celebrity collaboration turned into a limited capsule collection. We launched it 4 months later. It sold out in 4 days. The press coverage was modest but real. I used part of the profit to start something I'd been thinking about for a while. A microgrant fund for solo creative entrepreneurs. People like me. People who get told no. I named it after my old mentor, the one who taught me to document everything. The first year, I awarded $5,000 to 3 emerging artists. It felt better than any sale I'd ever made. I still keep meticulous records. I back everything up. I save every email. Once burned, always prepared. My family and I aren't close. We probably never will be, but I'm okay with that. I didn't win them back. I protected what I built. And that's enough. Success didn't fix the wound. But boundaries protected the work. Here's what I learned. Document everything. Believe in yourself when no one else does. And remember, your success doesn't owe anyone an apology. You don't owe your wins to people who bet against you. So let me ask you, have you ever had to defend your work from the people who doubted you? Have you ever set a boundary that felt impossible but turned out to be necessary? Drop your story in the comments. I read every single one, and if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. I've got more receipts, more justice, every single week. Oh, and one last thing. This story is a fictionalized dramatization. It's not legal or financial advice. But the lesson? That's real. Protect your work. Protect your peace. And always, always keep the receipts.